ladies and gentlemen of the board, I'm here tonight to formally ask the board to allow Wyatt Hand, who is homeschooled, to play sports for Middle Township High School. I'm not asking that he be placed on a team. I'm simply asking that he be given the mere opportunity to try out. The board back in 2010 barred homeschool students from participating in sports. But back then, they were already barred by the NJSIAA. However, in November 2011, the NJSIAA changed their bylaws to allow homeschool students to participate if they received permission from the local school board. In fact, the New Jersey Department of Education clearly states that it's the Board of Education's sole decision to allow homeschool students to participate. It's not the coach, it's not the administration, but the board alone has that power to make that decision. Many schools already in New Jersey allow it, even several in our local area. Unfortunately, there exists a stigma for people that homeschool their children. There's a misunderstanding as to why they do it. Some people do it for religious reasons, some for medical reasons, such as a disability that makes it virtually impossible for the child to be in a classroom all day. Some children have severe anxiety issues, and homeschooling is the only option. Some do it because their child flourishes in a one-on-one setting. Some because they're the victims of bullying or victims of abuse. But whatever the reason is, it's a personal choice, and it's not an indictment of the public school system. I can tell you for a fact that the Hand family has no ill feelings against the Middle Township school system. Now, before you make any decision as to that, I want to let you know the kind of people the Hand family are from my experiences. I first met Wyatt and his father several years ago when I was coaching my son's Little League team for Middle Township. Wyatt was the ideal player, not because he was a superstar, but because of the type of character he demonstrated on and off the field. While other kids would sometimes goof off in the dugout, Wyatt would be at the fence supporting his teammates, paying attention to the game. He was always prepared, he never complained, and he was always respectful to the umpires, coaches, and the other teams. After the game, when the other kids went home or were on the playground, Wyatt would be out there helping rig the field. Even last year, when there weren't enough players in Wyatt's age group to have a team, he still came to support his old teammates and help rig the field afterwards. As a coach, I would get to see the countless hours the volunteers contribute so the kids of this community could have a productive activity like baseball and softball. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that Middle Township would not have baseball without the Hand family. In addition to volunteering many years as a baseball coach, on top of also coaching Wyatt in soccer, John Hand sponsors a team every year. He tirelessly advocates for the kids as vice president of the league. He's one of the first people there getting the field ready before the season, even using his own equipment to do that. He's also cleaning up after the season with Wyatt and his brother there always to help out too. Unfortunately, Middle Township Rec does not have a soccer program for Wyatt's age anymore. And this coming season will be Wyatt's last year for baseball. There are no homeschool leagues in our area to join, so the only realistic opportunity is with the high school team. This is a good family that has their own personal reasons for homeschool, but I'm asking the members of the board to allow Wyatt, who sits here before you today, to have the opportunity to play for Middle Township sports. I'd be happy to answer any questions the board may have. I know his mother could provide a transcript of all that he's getting the equivalent education. He will do a physical, every requirement that the regular students obtain. But I ask the board to decide, it is your sole decision, to allow Wyatt to play. Thank you, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or allow other people to speak.
Mr. Cisneri, thank you very much for your comments. We appreciate you coming, and also, I would say this is not a back and forth, but we appreciate your comments, and we're just going to listen for now, okay? Thank you very much. Hey, Stan, can you just hold on one second? If anybody else wants to speak, please come down front so I can see who's coming up next, so we,